Hey guys, let's start today's football news and know what has happened in the past 24 hours. What did Guardiola told to Ronald Koeman? Why Neymar didn't join Barca? Ronaldo looking for option out of Juventus? Let's quickly find out all of these in this video. Before starting this video, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon. Let's start our today's video with yesterday's fixtures and their results. Paris Saint-Germain president Nasser Al-Khelaifi claims that Neymar did not want to return to Barcelona in 2019, despite widespread rumors at the time. The Brazil star recently signaled his contentment in the French capital by signing a new deal that runs until 2025, and Al-Khelaifi claims that he never wanted to go. Fernandinho could be an option for Barcelona if their deal with Wijnaldum falls through amid Paris Saint-Germain interest, claims Marca. The Manchester City midfielder is out of contract and, like Wijnaldum, would bring more experience to the side. However, the Brazilian is rumored to be entertaining a new deal with Pep Guardiola's team as he tries to remain in England. Erling Haaland and Kylian Mbappe have both attracted interest from several European football powerhouses, but neither Borussia Dortmund nor Paris Saint-Germain, respectively, are willing to part ways with their stars this summer. With the summer transfer window approaching, Mbappe and Haaland have already made the headlines, having stolen the limelight as several elite clubs are looking to strengthen their attacks ahead of the 2021-2022 campaign. Ansu Fati's current deal with Barcelona runs until 2022, but the club are not in a hurry to renew his contract. Talks between the two parties about a potential renewal began months ago, and negotiations appear to be on the right track. Barcelona have not contemplated any scenario that would see Fati leaving the club despite negotiations not being considered a priority issue for the time being. Belgium coach Roberto Martinez is set to play the Real Madrid winger in a friendly against Croatia on Sunday in order to test his condition, in hope that he can get back to match fitness in time for the tournament. Hazard has not played for the national team in 19 months, missing the Red Devils' last 12 games. It will be Hazard's 9th attempt to get back up to peak condition since his injury. Didier Deschamps has hit back at Jose Mourinho for his comments on France being favorites at Euro 2020, claiming, "I thought the same thing about his Tottenham team." Deschamps referenced the 58-year-old's time at Spurs when quizzed on his remarks by Telefoot, before outlining the way his team will cope with the pressure when the international tournament kicks off. Ben White has been drafted in to complete England's 26-man Euro 2020 squad after his solid display in the friendly victory against Romania. A statement on England's official Twitter account read, "Congratulations Ben White, you're heading to Euro 2020. It has also been confirmed that White will wear number 22 at the Euros, inheriting the vacant squad number from Alexander-Arnold. Paul Pogba has backed N'Golo Kant to win the Ballon d'Or, but said his fellow Frenchman's recent exploits are nothing new. Kant was named player of the match in Chelsea's win over Manchester City in the Champions League final, as well as both legs of the semi-final victory over Real Madrid. With usual suspects Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo enduring underwhelming seasons, Kant has emerged as a contender for the top individual honor in 2021. Gareth Southgate admits England must improve ahead of Euro 2020 opener with Croatia next weekend. Southgate will pull rank on Jordan Henderson after skipper's penalty miss. "I don't think we were as good as we want to be, or that we need to be," he told Sky Sports. Arsene Wenger believes England are the closest competition to super favorites France at Euro 2020. "The English team is for me the team who can most threaten France," Wenger told Sky Sports. "They have top quality players. All three Premier League giants, as well as Real Madrid and Barcelona, have been heavily linked with the Norwegian ace Erling Haaland. But Dortmund are determined to keep the 20-year-old for another year." According to The Sun, the German giants have slapped a €172 million price tag on their talismanic forward Erling Haaland. Manchester United and Arsenal's interest in Atletico Madrid defender Kieran Trippier, who is with the England squad after helping Atletico win the Spanish title. Arsenal will move for the England international by offering Hector Bellerin to Atletico Madrid as part of the deal. The Sun goes on to claim Trippier has told his England teammates he wants to join United. Spain's squad has been forced to go into isolation after Sergio Busquets tested positive for coronavirus. Barcelona star and skipper Busquets returned a positive test on Sunday morning, and Spain subsequently had to pull out of their final warm-up game against Lithuania that was scheduled for Tuesday. The rest of the squad tested negative, but strict COVID-19 protocols set out by UEFA and Spanish health ministry guidelines have to be followed. Hence why Busquets' teammates and the coaching staff must go into isolation. England supporters booed their national team's players when they took in a knee in an anti-racist gesture. The players had lined up ahead of their international friendly with Romania as they prepare for their Euro 2020 participation. Before the match, England manager Gareth Southgate insisted his players would continue to take part in the gesture, which was introduced upon the return of Premier League football following the coronavirus pandemic pause last year. Eder Militao is expecting a promotion ahead of the new season. The Brazilian defender was given opportunities in the campaign gone by due to the absences of Sergio Ramos and Rafael Varane, which he grasped with both hands. As a result, with the aforementioned central defensive pairing having an uncertain future at Real Madrid, Militao wants assurances that he will be an important first-team player. Newcastle United are locked in a race with Southampton to secure the signing of Leicester midfielder Hamza Choudhury, claims Football Insider. Having won the FA Cup with the Foxes last month though, he now looks set to move on, and the Magpies are keen to beat out the Saints for his services. West Ham and Everton linked forward Joaquin Correa is set to leave Lazio, according to Corriere dello Sport. The Italian club are ready to sanction the 26-year-old's departure if they receive a €40 million offer this summer. The U.S. men's national team took down rivals Mexico 3-2 in the first-ever Nations League final as Christian Pulisic buried a 114th-minute penalty before Ethan Horvath saved a spot kick at the other end in the 120th minute to earn the U.S. their first trophy since the 2017 Gold Cup. Christian Pulisic said Sunday's Nations League triumph over Mexico was the perfect way to end his season as the Chelsea star lifted another trophy just 8 days after winning the Champions League. As captain, Pulisic was able to lift his first international trophy. It's just the perfect way to end the year. Honestly, he told CBS after the game. Sky Italy are reporting that former Chelsea boss Maurizio Sarri is set to become the new Lazio manager. They expect him to sign a contract worth €2.6 million per year in the next few hours. The draw for the Africa Cup of Nations has been postponed, throwing the 2022 tournament into doubt. African football's governing body, the Confederation of African Football, has said the draw, which was due to take place on June 25th, has been cancelled with no new date set. CAF said in a statement on their website that the decision was due to logistical reasons related to the COVID-19 pandemic. The former Juventus chief will fly to London before committing his future to the North London club. Goal can confirm that Fabio Paratici will sign a deal to become Tottenham's new sporting director this week. The two parties have already thrashed out personal terms, and the Italian will act as the middleman between club chairman Daniel Levy and whoever is appointed their new permanent head coach from next season. Leicester City are fast approaching a deal for Celtic forward Odsonne Edouard, claims The Sun. The Foxes are set to tee up a reunion between the striker and boss Brendan Rodgers, who previously worked with him in Scotland. Now, he will come to the Premier League, with an eye to becoming the long-term successor to Jamie Vardy. Wojciech Szczesny has played down talk of an imminent move away from Juventus, insisting he is not responsible for the club's strategy in the transfer market. The 31-year-old has nailed down a role as the Bianconeri's #1 goalkeeper while winning numerous major trophies in Italy, but it has been suggested that the club may be ready to cash in on an experienced performer in the summer window. Atalanta have set a €60 million asking price for Manchester United-linked defender Christian Romero, according to Tuttosport. The Red Devils are reportedly lining up a €45 million move for the 23-year-old, but the Italian club are not prepared to let a prized asset go for a cut price fee. Atalanta signed Romero on a 2-year loan deal from Juventus in 2019, and are set to exercise their €20 million purchase option on the Argentine in the coming weeks. Now, let's start with our major news of the day, starting with Ronaldo transfer rumors. The Portuguese is being tipped to leave Turin this summer. Cristiano Ronaldo is exploring his options amid talk of a possible move away from Juventus this summer, according to ESPN. The 36-year-old's representatives are looking into reports of interest from a number of top clubs, including Paris Saint-Germain, and his former employers Real Madrid and Manchester United. Ronaldo's camp won't make a final decision on his future until after the Euros, but they accept a transfer could be difficult due to his wage demands and Juve's asking price. Pep Guardiola recently enjoyed a round of golf with former Barcelona teammate and current head coach Ronald Koeman, and the Manchester City boss is convinced that the Dutchman is the right man to lead the Blaugrana in the coming season. The City coach was full of praise for Koeman's job in his first season in the dugout at the Camp Nou and believes he deserves a second campaign to prove his worth. He is the ideal coach for next season. I am very happy, and the president Joan Laporta is convinced. It has been a difficult year for everyone, and Ronald deserves another year, with fans in the stadium. Besides, the second years are always better. Predict the scores for upcoming matches and comment down below.